Alright, this is the combining like terms supplemental worksheet. If you're looking at this, you needed help with the combining like terms worksheet you're working on. Alright, combining like terms, combining first means to add. We're putting stuff together. We're adding negative numbers. We're putting stuff together. Okay, like terms means terms that are alike. So either we're talking about numbers like 13 and -4. Those are like terms because they're both numbers, they're both integers. It doesn't matter if it's an integer, it just matters if it's a number. Okay, but also x and 2x, they're like terms. Okay, so anytime we see like terms, we're going to combine it. Alright, what I'm going to do in this video is just go over a couple problems with you guys to help assist you with combining like terms. Alright, the first question, number 13 here, this is again supplemental, so you won't see the exact same problem but similar ones. Alright, so we have 30n plus 8n. Alright, these are like terms because they both have the variable n. Okay, and then n is not squared. Okay, so it's not n squared or anything like that because that's different from n. Okay, we can't combine those. Alright, but since they both have n, we could combine them. And how do we combine them is we combine the coefficients. So positive 30 and positive 8. Alright, we combine the coefficients and we bring n along with it. So 30 plus 8 is 38, and then we have n. So it's 38n. Alright, number 15 has 4 terms in it. Alright, and we're going to combine what's alike. So first off, we have to identify what's alike. Alright, well, I have 10x and I have negative 38x. Remember, this sign goes with this number here. Okay, so 10x and negative 38x we're going to put together. So 10 and negative 38x. And then we have positive 36 and negative 47. They go together because they're both numbers. They don't have any variables. We could just put them together. So positive 36 and negative 47 we're going to put together. Alright, so let's combine them. 10 plus negative 38 is negative 24. I'm sorry, so negative 28x. Don't forget the x. And then 36 minus plus negative 47 is negative 11. Alright, different signs, find the difference, take the sign of the bigger number. So we're going to write negative 11. Okay, and we can't combine these two because they're not alike, so we'll just write out our answer as it is. Okay, on some problems you have the distributive property shown. Okay, and if we remember order of operations, we have to multiply and divide before we add and subtract. So we have to distribute, which falls under multiply and divide, because if you remember, the distributive property is multiplication, and then we add and subtract, which means combine like terms, falls into that category. Okay, so we have to distribute before we can combine like terms. Alright, and here we're going to distribute this negative 8. So we got negative 8 times negative 5b, and then we got negative 8 times 7, or positive 7. Okay, I always take this sign with the number. Alright, so I don't get confused later when I write it. Alright, negative 8 times negative 5b is 40b. Negative 8 times 7 is negative 56. Alright, and then don't forget about what's left over. We have this 5b over here. Alright, so we use the distributive property. Now we can combine like terms. We have b, and we have b, and then 56 has no like terms, so we're going to write negative 56. Okay, and then when we combine 40 and 5 b's. Alright, so we have 45b minus 56. And we're done because we can't combine those two. Alright, number 19 is similar, although we're going to take the negative 5 or the minus 5 and we're going to distribute it first. Negative 5 times negative 4n, and then negative 5 times positive 3, so we'll get 20n, and that's going to be positive 20n, and then negative 15. Alright, and then don't forget this 4. Now, after we distribute, remember we combine like terms, and then 20n has nothing to combine with, but we have 4 and negative 15. We can combine those and get negative 11. And we're done. Alright, number 18 is a little tricky. It says negative 4p minus the quantity of 1 minus 6p. Alright. With this situation, we're going to take this negative sign and we're going to distribute it. So it's kind of like distributing negative 1 throughout. Negative 1 times 1 and then negative 1 times negative 6p. Okay? Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 6p is positive 6p. Alright, bring the negative 4p down. And then we're going to find the like terms here. We have p's, and then negative 1's by itself. So I'm going to bring that down. And then 6p plus negative 4p. Alright, different signs. We're going to find the difference between 6 and 4, which is 2. And then take the sign of the bigger number, which is 6. So we're going to have positive 2p. Number 20. Distribute first. So negative 7 times k, which is negative 7k. Negative 7 times negative 8, which is positive 56. And then bring down this 2k. Alright, now we have to identify the like terms. Okay, it's negative 7 and 2 is negative 5k, and then 56 is by itself. Alright, one more. In this example, we have two situations where we need to distribute. So we're going to take negative 10 and multiply it by x, negative 10x, negative 10 and multiply it by negative 7. We're going to get positive 70. And then we're going to take this negative 7 and multiply it by x, which is negative 7x. And we're going to take the negative 7 and multiply it by 2, which is negative 14. Oops, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Alright. Now we got to identify the like terms. So we have our x's, negative 7 and negative 10. Alright, they have the same sign, so we're going to combine the numbers and take the sign. Don't forget the x. And then we have 70 and negative 14. So we combine those different signs. We find the difference. Take the sign of the bigger number, which is 70. We found the difference between 70 and 14. We get 56. Can't combine those, so we leave it as it is.